I want to share this publicly, Brownie. The day my dad died, 1 week before the biggest night, or one of the biggest night in Tyler Booker's life, he took the time to text me some nice words about the passing of my dad.
That's awesome.
1 week before the NFL draft. That's the kind of guy Tyler Booker is.
If you know Tyler Booker, it does not surprise you, but I am glad you shared that because now that everyone knows Book the way we do. What is up, my man? Congrats. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm great. I miss you guys. How have y'all been?
Not as good as you.
Yeah, we've been awesome. Oh man, what a whirlwind! I bet this weekend has had to seem like a dream. Really, I would imagine. I mean, this is something you worked for your entire life.
Definitely. And for me to go to an organization like the Cowboys, like, it's crazy. I was saying it during my press conference. I've always been with the premier programs in the world. Like, I was with IMG for high school, Alabama for college, and now I'm at the Dallas Cowboys, premier organization in the world, not just sports, just like that star is a national brand. So just to be a part of that is truly a blessing.
You know, we're biased. I mean, we all agreed you should be a first round guy, and you know there were some services and mock drafts that had you falling maybe out of the first round into the early second. But when you went 12, it did seem high where people had you projected maybe going in the 20s. Were you surprised at all it was Dallas? Were you surprised at all it was 12 when the phone rang and you got that call?
No, I was surprised that I went as high as I did. This is something I've been working for my whole life, and I know what I bring to a team and what some of the quote unquote experts aren't privy to are how well I do in the classroom, how well I do on the board, and my leadership and what I bring to the team. So the Cowboys didn't just draft a right guard that's going to come and play after one of the greatest guards of all time. They also drafted a great leader, somebody who's going to change their culture, somebody who's going to improve their culture and improve their program and improve the team for years to come or however long the Lord sees fit. But that's what some of the experts don't know or aren't privy to.
When you talk to Jerry Jones and his family who run the team and all the Cowboys, what's the first thing Jerry said to you, and what's he like as you've had some conversations with him now?
The first thing he said, "Hey man, welcome to the Cowboys. We're turning you in. Congrats." And it was just a surreal moment. And Mr. Jones, being able to meet him and speak with him for a little while, he's very family oriented, and I'm very thankful for him and the Jones family for flying my family out the day after the draft. So they actually sent their jet for us, and so I was able to be there with my parents, my siblings, my girlfriend, and everybody was able to really see the family and meet the family. And Mr. Jones, he was like, "Hey, like when you get out there for that press conference, make sure you tell the world that you wouldn't be here without your family." And this is the complete truth. So I'm just very thankful for Mr. Jones for bringing my family out and really merging our two families together.
You talk about the big brands. Who's got the better jet, Alabama football or Jerry Jones? I'm going to say Jerry Jones.
Yeah, I think Mr. Jones has Alabama beat.
Maybe not that training table though. That food you get, that was pretty good at Alabama, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was top tier, and I haven't been in Dallas long enough to compare, contrast, so I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
Okay, you leave that one alone. Tyler Booker is with us, the Dallas Cowboys offensive lineman. It's fascinating to me. Like you're right. Here's a good example. Your former teammate, Jihad Campbell, grew up a Eagles fan. The Eagles drafted him. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. I've talked to enough guys like you to know you grew up one fan and another team drafts you. Did you have a particular feeling about the Cowboys when you grew up?
Yeah, I definitely did, and it wasn't the feeling that I have now because I grew up a Steelers fan. So knowing that rivalry dates back to before I was born and even before my parents were born. Like you guys know me, I'm a football junkie. I love the game of football. So growing up, watching a football life, all I seen was like, if you're a Steelers fan, you're supposed to hate the Cowboys. But I'm a Dallas Cowboy now, so I hate the Steelers.
I love it. I love it.
You talk about being a football junkie, and there are guys that dropped in this draft, and a lot of people said that certain people weren't really prepared when they got up on the whiteboard. Like how complex? Because I did see Brian Daboll, the New York Giants head coach, some quarterback videos from last year and how detailed he was on the board with these quarterbacks. You're a football junkie. Were you ever overwhelmed at all, or was it just second nature to you and you never really tripped up when you got on the board in front of the coaches?
It was second nature for me, for sure. I love football, and I think the reason why I was able to play at such a high level these past 2 years is because the mastery I had of the offense and me understanding the design of the play, understanding where the play is supposed to go, understanding what Jalen sees back there. And then I just want to give a big shout out to Coach Cap and Coach Wolf for making us get up on the board and draw up plays against certain defenses and making sure we knew everything. And then a big shout out to Duke Manyweather too. He's who I trained with, and he made sure we were prepared for all those meetings and interviews. And at the end of the day, it's football, guys. I love football, so it could be like, all right, what if the Sam blitzes? And I'll be like, okay, then Jalen's going to throw a touchdown. All right, what if they send 2 through the B gap? Okay, then Jam's going to run for a touchdown. It's like it's football, and for me, like it's like doing a puzzle. You guys remember when I was doing those Lego sets during the season? Like every gap has to be accounted for. Every zone and area has to be accounted for. And if it's not, somebody's going to get open and score. So that's how I see the game of football.
Yeah, I'm interested on your the way you look now, because when you showed back up to put your cleats and your handprint in the cement at the bottom of Denny Chimes, you look like a different person. Like when Emily Grace sent me the video, I was like, "Is that Book?" What happened before the last Alabama game and this draft? Tell me what you've done with your body here.
Yeah, so I really just slimmed down to get my body ready for the league. It's a very long season. I think the most games I played this season was 14, and the least amount of games I'm going to play in the season now is 20, including the preseason. So with that being said, like just taking some of the weight off my joints, that's going to allow me to play longer and play a little bit faster, because as you get in the league, guys are a lot faster than they are in college. And it was just getting ready for the league, but I feel great, and I could definitely fit some pants that I wasn't able to fit before, and buy some brands I wasn't able to buy before. So it's been the best of both worlds for me.
Tyler Booker, the new Dallas Cowboy, is on the Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys hotline. Coolest person you heard from? Like, I'm sure your phone blew up and you got some texts from people you have not met, maybe new teammates. Who's the coolest person you heard from? Or maybe answer both these. Coolest person you heard from, and maybe the most meaningful thing that you've heard since you got drafted.
The coolest person I heard from, obviously, it's got to go to Mr. Jones.
Okay.
Obviously, Mr. Jones, and then I spoke to Micah and Dak. So talking to both of them, that was pretty cool. And then the most meaningful person I heard from was definitely Coach Saban and Bryce. So Coach Saban texted me before the draft. He just wished me luck and told me I was going to have a great career. So shout out Coach Saban, very appreciative to Coach. And then Bryce texted me after the draft. And Bryce and I was a freshman and he was a junior. And we had a good relationship, but we were never like close to where we never the best of buddies. And we always text each other every now and then. But he texted me, just let me know how proud he was of me and how he's excited to see me in the league. And that really meant a lot to me, because I look up to Bryce. I look up to him, Will, Jordan Battle, all the captains that were other people who were captains my freshman year, because like I based a lot of my leadership off the way they conducted themselves. So to be able to hear from Bryce, that really meant the world to me.
Obviously, Micah Parsons is one of the best linebackers in the world. Sanders Sports in the chat room wanted us to ask you, who do you look forward to hitting first? Now, you've talked to Micah Parsons. You guys are friends now, but there's got to be somebody like, man, I cannot wait to go one-on-one with that guy in practice.
In practice, probably no. Like it's probably gonna be Micah, and that's what we talked about on that little call we had. You've probably seen it, but just what he can do with his body and how he can rush from anywhere. And he'll rush from off the edge for sure. But they have some packages in where he'll come pick on the guards and pick on the centers, and that's just gonna get me ready for the league, because that's what the game is about now. Like getting my fast guys, getting their fast guys on our quote unquote slow guys. Like I've seen that in college too. So that's just gonna help me be ready for whatever I see throughout on Sundays going forward.
So that was quite the bear hug that you gave Roger Goodell after being selected by the Cowboys. He's a bigger guy, though, right? Like if it was Adam Silver for the NBA, I mean, you would have broke him in half.
Yeah.
So
yeah, probably. I think Mr. Goodell probably has to get some good lifts in before the draft just to make sure his body's prepared.
What does he whisper to you? It seems like he's
let
talking.
Go.
It was a long. The hug is a lot longer than you would expect, and he's just whispering words of encouragement to me, like you're here, man. You did it. Just keep going, keep working hard, and it's definitely a great moment. It's everything that you would think it would be, and then some. And then just being able to see your last name on that jersey before you turn it around is just a real moment.
Listen, speaking of pure joy and everything, when your name is called and then that moment you and Jalen shared, walk me through that. Do you even remember it? I black out in moments like that, but it he looked as happy as you looked.
No, I definitely remember that. And Jalen, like that's one of my best friends in the world. Like some of the stuff that we've been through together. I mean, that's my brother. We worked together. We bled together, fought against each other, cried together. It's like that's my brother, and that's my brother for life. So to be able to share that moment with him is definitely one of the most memorable moments from that night.
You almost carried him all the way out to the stage. I didn't know if you were going to put him down.
No, I was about to. I was like, man, I don't know how Dak's gonna feel about this. So
That's not my quarterback. Well, listen, we've had a lot of NIL guys over the years, but never won back-to-back years. So we feel like you're a part of our family. We built a special relationship with you, and I hope you know how proud we are of you and can't wait to see you playing in that star.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to talking to y'all again soon.
Absolutely.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, it used to be Roll Tide. Now it's how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
No, that's why I'm glad we already have a catchphrase kinda in Dallas, because I always sign off saying Roll Tide, but now it's how about them Cowboys? So how about them Cowboys? Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one.
All right, Book.
You too,
Thank you,
Tyler.
man. Congrats. That is Tyler Booker, the newest Dallas Cowboy, with us on the Alexander Shinora Trial Attorneys Hotline.